Hi, I'm Danny Ecker with your Chicago Business Today Midday Report. $500 million is the target number the Cubs are looking for to renovate Wrigley Field and its surroundings, according to a source close to the situation. Now, only $300 million of that will come from public help. And our Greg Hines has more details on exactly how they're planning to do that. Greg, you wrote today that half of it will come from increasing revenue, things like signage around the stadium, other events. Where's the rest of it going to come from?
Well, there's two parts. $200 million goes to the Triangle building. The Ricketts family comes up with that themselves. The stadium itself gets $300, of which half would come from team revenues, from enhanced signage and the Yawkey Way thing we've all been reading about the last couple of weeks. The other $150 would come from a cut of the amusement tax that the city and the county levy.
And so you have bonds and an amusement tax. What indication do we have? Those two things require the Illinois Finance Authority backing, and Cook County. Is there any evidence we have that they will be in support of that?
Well, the Cubs argument is that we'll guarantee you, Cook County City, you get to keep what you get now, but if we renovate, there's going to be more people, there's going to be more money, so we're going to take the growth. The first 6% of growth in amusement taxes would go to pay off the $150 million bonds, which is the public half of the project. The complication comes in that the Cubs not only want that 6% until the bonds are paid off, anything above 6%, which would normally go to the city and the county. They want to be able to split that and keep half of that themselves.
That's permanent tax break. I mean, they're aiming pretty high. Do you see this as a negotiation tactic on their part in some ways, and sort of shooting high, and they're going to land somewhere in the middle potentially down the road?
Well, potentially, but hey, haven't we seen this movie before? There's been Cubs bailout plans and Wrigley Field plans now for 5-6 years in a row. None of them have gelled together, apparently because what the team want wasn't realistic from the perspective of the politicians. Rahm Emanuel seems to want to do this deal really badly. He's a lifetime Cubs fan, but the Cubs get permanent tax relief. I think it's going to be a real hard sell.
Right, and one thing people maybe don't understand fully is what does $300 million go to? I mean, the details, maybe there's some that are coming out, but what does it really take to rebuild Wrigley Field? What does that mean?
I'm not an engineer. For $300 million, though, I would think you get effectively a brand new stadium. I mean, maybe they'll keep the brick walls and maybe they'll keep the old scoreboard, but pretty much everything else would be new, I would think.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what those plans are when they come out. So, thanks a lot, Greg.
You're welcome.